Well, welcome to another season of Friday Night Football. I'm Derek Bayne, back in the saddle as we gear up for week one. We had a little appetizer with a couple of games last night. Now it's time for the main course, starting with a key Nick 10 showdown in our Game of the Week.
Friday Night Football's Game of the Week is brought to you in part by Feldco, Rockford's home renewal experts.
Belvedere North, fresh off a share of the Nick 10 title last year, taking on a talented Guilford Vikings team looking to make some noise this year, and the G-Vikes with some high-level talent of their own. But the Blue Thunder defense stalling Guilford on the first drive. They blocked the punt too, setting up some great field position for Belvedere North's first drive of the season. And yeah, that drive's going to end in a rumbling, tumbling touchdown for Andrew Bucci, finding his way into the end zone for a 7-0 Blue Thunder lead in the first. And the neon-clad student section, you know they're loving that. Guilford decides to launch the air raid in the second quarter. Big third down connection from Grayson Weber to Keeson Taylor for the 56-yard touchdown. That's why he's getting some high-level looks, tying the game up at 7. The student section, you know that they're showing out in full force here, and it's looking like Jersey night out there. And Coach Capriotti says if it ain't broke, don't fix it here. Another huge throw by Weber. This time it's to Jordan Lopez over the top of the Blue Thunder defense. He gets behind him and scrambles down and just makes his way over the goal line. A botched snap on the extra point would make it 13-7 Vikings into the second half. North needing a little momentum. And, well, they find it on defense as Guilford trying to do some more damage, but the Blue Thunder blowing up the handoff on fourth down. And they use a couple of late touchdowns right now as Blue Thunder come away with a 21-13 win over Guilford in this one. Tight ball game, though. Elsewhere in the Nick 10, Boylan starting the season at home, taking on Freeport, who made the playoffs last year, and Boylan up 14-6 in the fourth. Freeport going to use Denarius Epps, and look at him run for that first down. He's keeping those chains moving, and they hand it to Ben Summers up the middle for the touchdown. That makes it a 14-12 game. They would miss the 2-point conversion, but the Freeport fans kicking around the idea of a comeback. Boylan trying to answer. They complete the pass, but Freeport forces the fumble, and it's Denarius Epps pouncing on it, giving the Pretzels some good field position, and Anthony Dedman saying, hey, let's finish this thing off on the road. How about Denarius Epps? After having a touchdown called back essentially for a tush push, the next play he takes it in for the game-winning touchdown, and Freeport comes away with the 18-14 win. And the final Nick 10 game of the night, Harlem hosting Belvedere at Clyde Peterson Stadium. Braxton Fawcett on the first play from scrimmage. He slings it out to Jackson Cook, and he does just that. He cooks the defense, 72-yard touchdown reception. How about that right out of the game? That's how you start a season. 7-0 Harlem. Fans, you know they're going to be making noise in McChesney Park in the next Harlem possession. The Huskies give them something else to cheer about. That Fawcett is flowing on the deep ball. LeBron McClellan in stride, 90 yards for the touchdown, giving Harlem a 14-0 lead. That's even as head coach Jim Morrow smiling out there. Harlem getting it done on D as well as the Bucks go to the air trying to come back, but Micah Everett leaps and makes the interception as Harlem comes away with the 30-3 victory to open the season in style. Non-conference action here. Stillman Valley opening up the season with a tough test against Marengo. You know they're always rocking in Stillman. After forcing the Cardinals to punt on their first drive, though, it's quarterback Sam Vandello handing it to Gavin Barrows for a 7-0 lead. Muff punt and set up the Indians with some great field position for Maverick Shines, and he follows the blockers into the end zone for another score. Stillman Valley trying to regroup after a bit of a slow start there. They would force a 4th and short, but Maverick shines again, taking the direct snap, finds the open field, scampers into the end zone for his second TD and a half, and Marengo not slowing down as Sam Vandello finds who else but Maverick Shine deep down the field, his third touchdown of the half. Marengo rolls 42-7. We've covered a lot of action so far. Still more Friday Night Football to come. Up next, we head to the NUIC where a pair of old rivals meet up to get the early leg up in the conference. Stick around, more F&F coming right up.